Hello, my topic is James Madison and what influenced Madison's political ideas during the Constitutional Convention and the writing of the Bill of Rights. James Madison was a key figure during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. He was a part of many of the debates, spoke on the floor several times, and was a key player in many of the compromises. As such, he drew a large base and gained a lot of respect among the other delegates. He also is memorable for the fact that he had detailed records of the happenings during the convention. So that way, future generations of Americans could figure out exactly how and why the process of formulating the United States form of government came into being. As such, several forms of scholarship exist, uh, detailing Madison's political ideas and, more importantly, how he was able to obtain these ideas. Two of these forms of scholarship happen to be dissertations. The first is by Eric Casper. Casper goes into great detail in his dissertation, chronicling Madison's exploits during the convention. More importantly, he dives into how uh, which thinkers influenced Madison to hold the beliefs that he did during the convention. Most notably, John Locke and John Calvin, especially Calvin when it came to the freedom of religion, which Madison was very, very strongly for, due to the influence of Calvin and others. The second is by Jared Kerr. He looks at the history of Greek democracy and what worked, what didn't work, and the fact that Madison was very, very invested in the history of Greek democracy, in particular, the actual political science of what worked, in order to take that from the ancient Greeks and transplant it to 18th century America. Uh, Both authors do a fantastic job of making sure that primary sources drive their research. Both use Madison's own writings, his own speeches, and his own thoughts in various forms in order to present their arguments. As we know, primary sources are the main aspect of what drives a history project forward. Second, they both use secondary sources, but to a much lesser extent than Madison's actual writings and what he said, what he wrote, what we have from Madison's own from his own mind. Both also do a very good job in their methodology. They take a look at they investigate not only the primary but also the secondary sources from many other professional historians in order to get the whole picture, even though it is being driven by the primary sources. Uh, these are just two examples of dissertations focusing on Madison and his influences. Um, they both do a fantastic job of giving insights into what a dissertation should look like in the form of what research should be conducted and what methods can be utilized. And as such, due to their topics, they both provide insight into how and why the United States became the United States of America with the government for, by, and of the people. Thank you.